Scared the shit out of us.
Hi, it's Karen Taradas with Social You. It's time for What's Up Wednesday, where we come to you live every Wednesday and we talk about social media marketing and digital marketing. And all this month, for the entire month of March, it's going to be Instagram. We're going to cover posts and reels and stories and how to write a caption and all that good stuff. Today, we are going to do an overview and I'm going to tell you what your profile needs and what else is kind of going on with Instagram, because they've got some new stuff that's happening that you probably want to know about. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Let me get to my notes. Here's a quick reminder, to my horror, that last year the president said that Instagram is no longer a photo sharing app. They will now focus on video, creator shopping, and messaging. Adam Mosseri said the number one reason people say that they use Instagram in research is to be entertained. With that in mind, Instagram is experimenting with more full screen recommended videos in the main feed. And that is a major shift for Instagram. A lot of people were slightly horrified with this because they've been using it as the polished version of posting for their business or for their personal profiles. And they are making a huge shift in order to compete with, of course, TikTok, who now does everything in short video clips. So this is Instagram's version of that. There are several other new things that are available on Instagram, so let's go ahead and cover what those are. You can now schedule and practice your lives directly from your profile. I do not have this feature available yet to me, but it is available to some people. And again, all of these features are not available to everyone yet. They are rolling them out. The second thing that's new, there are several other new features, but one of them includes taking a break, which again, very reminiscent of, hey, yes, it is. That's like my number 3. I'm about to get to that one, Cassandra. Hang on one sec. I'm coming right back to that question. New features include taking a break, which is very reminiscent of TikTok. If you've been on there for too long, a recorded message will come on and say, hey, you've been on here too long. It's time to take a break, which I promptly ignore and keep right on doing what I'm doing. So Instagram's on the bandwagon now. Okay, number 3. They have combined IGTV and the video feed into one format. So I guess technically it's kind of an RIP IGTV situation, but it's still there. You have to dig for it a little, but it's not specifically IGTV. It's just now all called video feed. And I will tell you, long streaming format video does not work as well on Instagram. So IGTV that would let you go on for up to an hour in concept was a great idea, but people don't get on Instagram to watch for an hour. They get on Instagram to watch for 60 seconds. So IGTV technically not gone, but I would highly encourage you to use shorter video versions. Don't go over 2 minutes, maybe ever. Just my suggestion. Number 4, on the new features, there also Instagram officially recommends to businesses and people to only use 3 to 5 hashtags. I am so not going to do that. You can use up to 30. Why would I use 3? I mean, you can't even get your branded hashtags out in 3. So until my arm is twisted, I will absolutely not do that and will not recommend it for clients either, because you can look on your stats and see where where specific hashtags are bringing you traffic. Why would I remove those? That seems crazy to me. Number 5, story links are now available to everyone. Wait, we got a question from Cassandra. Okay, so where on Instagram should we share the official wedding highlight videos that the videographer makes? My personal recommendation is Reels. You're going to get a much bigger engagement through a reel or a story. So you could do a little short teaser or a series of do a video in pieces where you have 1, 2, 3 pieces on stories. And then take that link that you can now use in stories and send them to your website or send them to your profile or wherever you want to send them, YouTube, so they can see the rest of the video, and then put a clip that's less than a minute long in your Reels. You have we get a ton of engagement through Reels. We had a client who is a coach, and we put up her very first reel and it got seen 4,500 times instantly. You're going to get better engagement through Reels. So take those clips and put them in Reels and put them in stories. So Reels can be 5. No. Reels can be I'm trying to think. Reels on Instagram can only be 1 minute. 1 minute. I would rather see you break it up in pieces and do a series for the week, or do a teaser that says, if you're interested in this, click the link in the bio and then send them to wherever you want to send them to. Ideally a blog, your blog that has the video and the details would be great to generate traffic for you. But your reels need to be short because people want short. And your engagement, just watch your engagement when you start doing reels through ideally once a day, ideally 5 times a week. So you may do a highlight, you may do cut clips together, you may just take a little tiny piece, and if you have a whole 3 to 5 minute video highlight, I would break it into pieces and kind of stretch it out so that you can use it more than one time. Just my suggestion, so that you can keep it as a reel. So you can keep it real. Sorry, it's early. Okay. So your links are now available to everyone. Used to, you had to have 10,000 followers to get a link in the story, but now everyone can have a link. Number 6, you can now share Instagram Reels to Facebook. Yay. I'm so excited that they're introducing Reels to Facebook, because Facebook definitely needs to do everything that every other platform is doing so they can compete and not stroke the ego of the owner at all. Okay. Number 7. This one makes me excited. They are returning to the chronological algorithm, which makes me so happy. So now your news feed is not going to be weighted where the engagement that has the post that has the most engagement is the highest. Now it's going to be whoever posts first is what you're going to see first, which I love. Apparently they had enough pushback from the algorithm change that that they actually decided to change it. Thanks, Steve. So now it's going back to chronological. Okay, so those are the 7 things that are new with Instagram that I want you guys to know about. Now I'm going to tell you the 5 things that your Instagram profile, that you absolutely have to have for Instagram to be successful. And today we're going to focus on the profile side. But the other things I'm going to do a series on this whole thing so you guys get all the Instagram information. Number 1, to be successful on Instagram, your profile has to work for you, and it has to have specific pieces. 5, as a matter of fact. Your username and handle needs to go with your brand. So if you are going to be D Park sells cookies on Facebook, it can't be cookies by D on Instagram. It has to match across all of the branding. So you need to be D Park sells cookies on all of the platforms and not just randomly pick different names for each platform. It needs to be searchable so people can find you. Ideally, it needs to be something close to your URL so that you're easy to find everywhere. And of course, you want to have a good username too. The second thing you need is a branded profile pic. Most businesses, you want your logo there so that when people look at it, or your face, if you're a solopreneur, if you're doing it on your own, a picture of you is great to have. A lot of realtors use their face. That's a great idea because you want to personalize the experience. We have more than one employee here, so I like to use the logo because our branding is very recognizable, very purple, very in your face. I like that. Number 3, your bio not only needs to explain what you do, it needs to also send people to your other social media platforms. And ideally, it should include keywords in the name field, and emojis and hashtags. Okay, what do I mean? I mean, let's use the D sells cookies as the example. If D sells gourmet cookies, then she needs to have D sells gourmet cookies in her description so people can look at it and understand what she does. Very simple. I would also include a cookie emoji because emojis do very well on Instagram. There are stats behind it that we will get into later this month. And if you have hashtags like hashtag D sells cookies, or hashtags cookies in Birmingham, or hashtag best cookies ever, whatever your 1 or 2 hashtags that are very much associated with your brand, you can include that in your profile as well. That will also work. And you only have 1 URL. So you need to really make it work for you with a great call to action. Now, Linktree and Card, and there's another one that's pretty new. They have free versions. Linktree's free version is a terrible color. But Card, you can personalize it and totally brand it. You can put a picture behind it. You can make it the right colors, also for free, where you can use one link and it sends people to a landing page. that's great, but that doesn't help your SEO at all. So, and I'm going to pull ours up so that you can see it. We have a landing page specifically dedicated to this on our website, so that when you click on the link here, let me share my screen real quick so you guys can see it. Yep. We're going to share the entire screen. Okay. So when you see this is our Instagram profile, and we're, again, your handle, our username, our URL, Stay Social You, that's who we are on every platform. You can see the description that we use. It tells people exactly what we do. It has our keywords in it, social media. It has, here's our hashtag, social media marketing. Here's our URL. Well, you can use Linktree for free. Again, the colors for branding are not great. Carrd will allow you to brand it better, but we just added a page on our website so that, again, it has the same call tag, Stay Social, and it looks exactly like our Linktree did, but we have, of course, access to, we can change anything we need to on here, and we can send them to multiple locations instead of just the one, because there's only one link. And I love this because I can include all of our different social media icons on the bottom. We need to add TikTok on there. People can schedule wherever you want to send them. This is how you do it right here. So instead of having this very generic link that sends somebody to your homepage where there's no call to action, you can send them directly to a landing page so that people can get more information about your company, which I actually love. So that's how you put that URL to work for you, so that you're getting your biggest bang for your very free buck, which I love also. Okay, and the last thing are story highlights with custom covers. Your stories take too long, too much energy to create for you to just throw them away. So after you post your story, you want to save them to highlights. And of course, you want your covers to be branded to match, so that you it looks like your brand. And you can have many different categories. Cassandra said, I like that idea. Add a page to the website. Love it. My webmaster had that up just like that. It's very easy to do. And then you can use any URL you want. And another thing that will help you, this will help you with when you get into other profiles and other locations like TikTok, they don't like Linktree. It's not compatible. Pinterest doesn't love Linktree. So when you have the one URL, if you have a landing page, it works everywhere. So again, I love it for that reason. Plus, Linktree's got the SEO. I need my own SEO, so it helps me. They can get their own. Okay, so back to your highlight covers. It needs to be branded. So just an example, and I'll use us as the example. Our categories include tips, quotes, behind the scenes, our team, inspiration, humor. I'm kind of known for being a little bit smidgy sarcastic. So we have a whole humor area dedicated to that in our stories. But you need to have stories, and they need to have covers on their highlights so that you can save them. Seriously. So quick recap on what you have to have a successful profile. And profile is one of the 5 pieces you need to have a successful Instagram experience. So Instagram profile, you must have a good username and handle that goes with your brand. You must have a branded pic, ideally your logo or your face. In your bio, you need to explain what you do. It needs to have ideally keywords and a hashtag and emojis in that area, in the profile area. Number 4, a URL with a call to action. I recommend a landing page versus Linktree. And number 5, story highlights with custom covers. This makes you look polished and professional. And it, to me, falls under the category of profile because you can see it all in one glance, like I just showed you on ours. Again, if you look at ours, that's what it shows up as. Okay, let's see. Teresa, how do you create a cover on story highlights? It's when you're posting a story, when your story posts, you can actually touch the screen and it asks you, do you want to save this? Yes. Do you want to make it the cover highlight? Yes. And most of the time when we do it all at one time. So we may post all those stories at one time and then go through and select them to be story covers. And you can create new categories or assign them to a category. So it's just as easy as creating them on Canva. And again, Canva has the size. They're made to do story covers. And let me share my screen again real quick so you guys can see it. Of course, our branding is purple, and I like that white is very clean. Tips, quotes, humor, us. We do a lot of times for client love, I'll use a single heart instead of multiple hearts. Stats, apps, training. These are very much associated with what they're about. Obviously, client love is a heart. So if you're, and I'll use weddings as an example. You're welcome. Happy to help. If you're a wedding vendor and you have a client love category, you may also have a floral category and it would have a flower outline. You may have a testimonial will be client love. You may have a cake where we have the outline of a cake. You may have engagement photos for the cover highlight for that. It might be a diamond ring. But all of these outlines just about are available through Canva. You just go to the size, you tell it what you're doing, Instagram story, you go to your search for your images and you search for it not in photos but in drawings. You just deselect the photo as an option and it'll pull all of this stuff up. And if you don't like it, you can create your own, but Canva's got so many, there's no need for that anymore. It's just about all in there. Okay. So those are the 5 things that you need for a successful profile. Now, the 5 things you need for a successful Instagram experience is a great profile, posts, because you have to post regularly, stories to engage your audience, reels to get new audience, and captions, because long form captions are not only here, they're on the increase. And they're getting longer with every breath I'm taking, which kind of makes me sad because I'm not going to read all that. I don't know anybody who's going to read an 18-paragraph post on Instagram, but by golly, they're available. So the rest of this month, we are going to cover all of these. Next week, I'm going to talk about posts and what you need for successful posts and where to find and I'll walk you through that whole thing. And then the week after that, we'll do stories and then we'll do reels. We're going to cover all of this during the month so that we can have a comprehensive Instagram month. So, and that's where we are. And I really want to do YouTube next month, but we'll see how far it goes. I will tell you, we have an exciting announcement. You may have seen it on the screen just a second ago when I pulled up our landing page. We are offering a membership program. It's beta right now because it's brand new. So I am offering our membership program at a greatly reduced price. It's $10 a month. And if you sign up now, I will grandfather you in. So it will always be $10 a month for you. If you wait until April, the price will go up. April the 15th, it will go up to, I think it's $15. So right now it's $10. It can always be $10 for you. It gives you access to our Facebook group, which will give you access to training content weekly. We're going to download we'll have some piece of information that's helpful for you every single week. This month, you'll probably get 50 ideas for reels. You'll probably get, because again, I want to focus on Instagram this month. You might have a how-to video on how to add captions to your videos or how to add logo to your video. But we're going to cover all of that in our group, on our membership, the technical side, the how-to side, where you see the videos and it shows you how to do a lot of what we're talking about. You'll get a new piece of content. We post in the group all the time, so there'll be content daily, but you'll get training information once a week. I'm going to go live once a month, and you can literally ask me anything you want to. But to me, the most important thing you get with the program is you can post your questions, your social media questions, any question, anytime you want to, and you'll have an answer in 24 hours. That makes me happy. One of our team, because we have a team, will go in, we monitor all the time, and you don't have to have a theme. You don't have to have it. You can literally ask me anything. So if you want to know more about, so talk to me, how long can my reels be? You can post that question in the group and one of the team will answer you and probably link you to an article that'll give you additional information about it. I love that. To me, it's worth the monthly price just to be able to ask whatever you need to ask when you need to ask it. I will include a link to the membership program in our comments as soon as we're done so that you guys can sign up. I want to reward our early adapters by giving you the same low price always. So whenever there's a price increase, your price will stay the same. You guys let me know if there's anything else that you want to know, if you want me to share. I am happy to, of course, always happy to help. And I'm trying to think, it seems like I had one other thing to tell you, but it's gone now because apparently I'm not caffeinated enough. Thank you guys for, see, Cassandra says, I will sign up. That's awesome. I'm delighted. I look forward to seeing you in there. So I will put the link and you can sign up at your convenience anytime in the next 30 days. But I'd love to see you guys because I want feedback on some of the training content, some of the information we're posting. I want to know what you want to know so we know which direction to go inside the group. So thank you, Dee. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. So you just pop in there and sign up. That's great. Until next week, my name is Karen Taradas, and I'm here to help. Thanks, guys.